guys? LocsNLoadFirearm reviews here today. Alright, so I want to make this quick video because of a recent trend I've seen on my firearm instructor reacts videos or my internet court of Waganda videos, where it seems like people still do not understand what is and is not self-defense. Alright, people constantly thinking, oh, this guy punched that person in the face. That person left the scene, grabbed a gun, came back, and shot that person. And they're over there saying, yes, that is self-defense. Alright, for reference, I posted a video, Internet Court of Waganda, from Mr. Chaka Zulu. I think it was in Atlanta, where there was an altercation where he got jumped by 2 or 3 guys, right? They hit him, they were on him, and then they backed off, right? They got their hits in and they got off him. Mr. Chaka Zulu gets up, runs behind, I guess, a security guard or one of his friends, right, to get away from the beating. And then he goes behind, once he gets behind this person in the area of safety, he pulls out a firearm, comes back on the other side of the person, walks up to the person, one of the people that was attacking him, and he shoots him. And people were saying that was justified. That was self-defense. Now, him right now is fighting this in court because they are not calling this self-defense. And I agree with them. That is not self-defense. Self-defense is only really is supposed to be if you have no other means to defend yourself but to use deadly force or use that firearm. In that video, when he got hit in the face, he had other means to protect himself, which was leave the scene. Now, people don't want to do that because their ego comes into play. If I get hit in the face or jump and I run away, that makes me look like I'm a bitch. That makes me look like I'm a pussy. That makes me look weak. And so what people do is that I need to get some type of get back. My ego was bruised and I need to heal it somehow. And that's when they run to the car, run in their trunk, run in their homeboy, or pull out the firearm that they should have had or pulled out when they were immediately getting jumped or immediately in a situation where they needed to defend themselves immediately, right? And that's a key word that a lot of people miss out. Immediately. Not after you found a point of safety to come back and re-engage in that situation, but you're on the ground getting jumped and there's nothing I can do to defend myself but to use my firearm because I'm getting jumped by multiple people and they can easily hurt or kill me. And so while I'm on the ground getting jumped, I pull out my firearm and I engage from the ground. Or I engage as I'm getting up and moving away from that situation. Not after I have gotten away from the situation, basically got a breath of fresh air, made a thought to myself, oh fuck that, we ain't going like that, and then grab a gun, get back into the altercation, shoot somebody and say, that was self-defense, they jumped me. It's not gonna work like that in court. It's not gonna work like that in court. They're gonna look at you and say, right here at this moment, when they pause the video and you're up, running away, they're gonna be like, why didn't you keep on moving? Why did you stop, pull out a gun and come back? If you were in such fear for your life, you would have kept running. If you were in such fear for your life, you would have kept going. You would have never stopped and came back, right? And so that's what burns person after person after person, time and time again in these self-defense cases, where they think it's self-defense, but then it ends up being murder or aggravated assault, something other than self-defense, because they're not thinking. Again, immediately. So you have to immediately be within danger. So they are right now beating your ass, or right now he's walking up to me with a knife, with a bat, right? Something of that sort, and I had no other means but to defend myself. If you're in a car and someone's walking up on you with a knife and you shoot them from the car, they're gonna sit and say, why didn't you drive off? And you're gonna explain to them somehow, some way that you could not get out of there. And they're gonna look at the situation and say, there's an open street, there are no cars, you could have driven away. It's gonna make your case that much harder to prove. All right, because again, people are not thinking, they're just reacting. They see, oh, I'm scared, pow. Well, why'd you shoot him? Well, he was reaching in his pocket, and I thought he had a gun. He was pulling out a cell phone, right? Again, reactions, not thinking, people turning off their brains in that moment when their brain needs to be turned on, right? And so, again, I know a lot of the people in there are just kind of trolling. You know, you put out 2 + 2 is 4, and they'll come out and say, "Oh my God, why are you using the white man's math?" You know, there's some shit like that, right? So I know not everyone's saying, "Oh, it's justified." It's actually justified. They're kind of trolling, but there are some people in there that truly believe that if someone punches me in the face, I can literally turn around, run 30 yards to my car, pop my trunk, get my gun, cock it, run 30 yards back to that person, shoot them, and that's self-defense because he hit me. All right, and those people are in jail right now, sitting down, doing years, losing years of their life, missing out on moments with their families and friends because they thought that shit was self-defense. They thought, oh, if somebody wrongs me, I can do anything I want to get my get back. And so that gets people burned all the time. So, you know, I posted some of those videos on my channel, those people who take self-defense too far, or they miss their opportunity of self-defense, but for some reason their ego is hurt, they're still upset, and so they want to get their get back. So I just want to put this video out. I'm not going to make a 30-minute video on this. I just want to say, guys, if you are considering self-defense, understand it has to be immediately. You have to immediately be in danger, right? And also have no other means to protect yourself but to use that deadly force. So those two things have to be met. I was in immediate danger, and there was no other way I could escape the situation but to defend myself with deadly force. If those two things are not met, your case for self-defense is 9 times out of 10 going to get thrown out, and you're just going to be something else that you're going to be locked up for, right? So I just want to put that out there for you guys, food for thought. You know, it's not a morning mental, even though it's 3 in the afternoon. But definitely something, you know, to put on your brain to think about. You know, am I immediately in danger? Is there no other means for me to protect myself but to shoot this person? Not what looks good on social media. Not what looks good like, yeah, I killed somebody, I got a body under my belt. You don't want to fuck none of that shit. None of that shit. But you have to truly be in fear for your life and have no other means but to defend yourself but to use that firearm. Alright? So I just want to put that out there for you guys. You know, like, comment, subscribe. If you agree, you know, put down in the comment section. You know, if you agree. If you disagree, put down why you mad or you disagree in the comment section too. On top of that, thank you for watching. Stay educated, stay dangerous. LocsNLoad out.